Right now, someone with less talent than you is living your dream. Someone with fewer resources is building what you've been planning. Someone with more obstacles is achieving what you've been postponing. The only difference? They refuse to let small thinking create a small life. This is the story of one such person. In the heart of a bustling city, before the first rays of dawn touched the skyline, Maria arranged fruit on her small, weathered cart. Just a handful of apples and oranges, but in her heart she carried something much larger. A dream that seemed impossible for someone standing on a street corner. Everyone around her saw exactly what was there, a fruit vendor. Nothing more, nothing less. But Maria, she saw something extraordinary waiting to be born. Be realistic, Maria, the world whispered. Know your place. People like us don't rise above street corners. We don't own businesses. We survive. We don't thrive. But when the city slept and Maria sat with her notebook, she didn't count limitations. She counted possibilities. On those worn pages, she didn't just sketch fruit stands. She designed healthy meal services for busy professionals. She imagined fresh juice bars on every corner. She envisioned something that didn't yet exist, because that's what dreamers do. They see beyond what is, to what could be. Then came the day that changed everything. Maria walked through the doors of a bank, not to deposit her meager savings, but to do the unthinkable. To ask for a business loan. I don't just want to sell fruit, she told the skeptical loan officer. I want to solve a problem. Busy professionals need healthy, convenient food options. I've studied their schedules, their routes, their needs. I know exactly how to serve them. The officer laughed. Then he listened. Then he leaned forward. Because passion paired with preparation is impossible to ignore. Maria's vision was bigger than her current reality, and for the first time someone else could see it too. What happened next wasn't just growth, it was transformation. Maria didn't simply upgrade her cart. She reimagined her entire business, pre-ordered breakfast boxes, fresh smoothie stations, healthy lunch deliveries. She hired one neighbor who needed work, then another, then another. Soon her single cart multiplied into multiple locations. The woman who once served a handful of customers now served thousands. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Maria's greatest achievement wasn't her business empire. It was the ripple effect she created. She started hosting free workshops, sharing her knowledge with other street vendors. Your resources don't determine your reach, she would tell them. Your vision does. Think bigger than your cart. Think bigger than your corner. Think bigger than what anyone says is possible for someone like you. One by one, vendors began transforming their own businesses. The street that once held a single struggling cart became a thriving marketplace of entrepreneurs. Maria hadn't just changed her life, she had ignited change in an entire community. Years passed. Standing on that same corner where it all began, watching a new generation of vendors starting their journeys, Maria understood something profound. The difference between that small cart and her current success wasn't the loan. It wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It was a single moment of decision, the moment she refused to let her circumstances define her destiny. The moment she chose to see herself not through the lens of who she was, but through the vision of who she could become. This is the truth Maria discovered. And it's the truth I want to share with you today. Your current position is not your final destination. It's merely your starting point. Every CEO was once someone with an idea everyone doubted. Every innovator was once dismissed as a dreamer. Every leader was once told to be more realistic. What separated them from those who remained stuck wasn't talent or luck or connections. It was their refusal to think small. Because here's what no one tells you. The walls that hold you back aren't made of brick and stone. They're made of beliefs. And the moment you change what you believe is possible, you change what becomes possible. The lesson is simple but profound. Your circumstances write the first chapter of your story, but your thinking writes all the rest. When you limit your thoughts, you limit your life. But when you expand your vision beyond what seems logical, beyond what seems achievable, beyond what others say is realistic, that's when ordinary people do extraordinary things. The world doesn't need more people who accept things as they are. It needs people brave enough to envision things as they could be. People who understand that every empire, whether it's made of stores or ideas or movements, begins in the mind of someone who Dare to think bigger than their current reality. So I leave you with this question. The same question Maria asked herself. On that street corner all those years ago, are you thinking big enough? Are you allowing where you are to determine where you're going? Or are you ready to let your vision be bigger than your circumstances? Because remember, think big. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Your empire, whatever that means for you, is waiting. It's not waiting for perfect conditions. It's not waiting for permission. It's not waiting for the economy to improve or for someone to believe in you. It's waiting for one thing only, for you to decide that your thinking will be bigger than your situation. The moment you make that decision, everything changes, not immediately, not obviously, but inevitably, because that's how transformation works. It begins with a thought that seems too big for your current reality. And if you hold on to that thought, nurture it, act on it, one day your reality grows to match the size of your thinking. Before you go, take one last moment with that feeling. The story may be over, but your journey is just beginning. Think about one small step you can take this week to think a little bigger, to move a little closer to the life you imagine. If Maria's story resonated with you, and you want to keep exploring the power of your own potential, consider subscribing and join a community of dreamers, doers, and thinkers who believe that big change begins with bold thought. Thank you for listening. And until the next story, keep dreaming, keep daring, and above all, keep thinking bigger. Bye.